YouTube, hello, it is I, your cold lady, your cold father, your cold daddy, Keronzi, back once again. We are back playing some Final Fantasy XIV, and I am in pain. Trapped nerve under my shoulder once more, and it is difficult to get to. Pulled out the massage gun to try and deal with it. I'm hoping that after the 30 seconds, YouTube's not going to be unhappy with that. But in case in Minecraft, to try and help. But it's difficult to reach around to where it is with it. But hey, we try and make it do. Anyway, I'm waffling on. You don't want to hear about my pains. We just get through this as quick as we can. So if you're new here or a returning viewer, thank you for clicking on this video. Like, comment, and subscribe, all of that fun stuff. It helps the channel grow, gets us noticed by the algorithm. I am in those comments down below, so I will respond to you in kind. There are a number of links down below to my fantastic streamer friends. You should definitely go and check them out. If you don't like what we do here, you should go check them out because they'll have something that will tickle your fancy. But if you do want to support me, my link tree is down below. You can click on that. It takes you to all the places that I post content, including the Discord, the Throne Store, the merch list. I got those the wrong way around. Never mind, doesn't matter. Also the Ko-fi, where if you decide that I am worthy of at least £10 or more there, can be less, but £10 or more, I'll have to do hot sauce shots. They're not really shots, but you know, it makes more sense to call them that way. But if clicking on that link is just a little too difficult, you can always just scan the QR code just below my face, takes you to the exact same place. Have you tried letting Shin out of the basement to help? There's no basement, so I can't let him out to help.
He doesn't like my suggestions anyway.
Because they're not suggestions.
I was going to suggest that you refer to them as hot sauce back shots. That'll probably get you some more clicks.
I got a jar
I just before I was going to say, if you doesn't like you say the word massage, it's certainly won't like you saying reach around.
What's inside it. And, you know, massage gun as well. That...
Yeah, I got the G word.
Your soul is mine.
Word system. Yeah, reach around some back shots.
Reach arounds, back shots, massage guns. Because most people will think the wands, but no, this quite literally is like a gun.
Shaped like a gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heavy duty, 8 different attachments.
Oh my.
Indeed.
I return.
Gotta go drive. I love you all. Have fun. Bye. Bye, Angel.
Bye, Ambergo.
Drive safe.
Wonder if it is a salad day or a burrito day for them.
It's true. That's next week's
Mox.
deadline.
Have you unlocked the dungeon that unlocks from outside Yulmore?
Outside of Yulmore?
Yes.
I don't think so. That doesn't sound familiar.
What dungeon?
The Academia.
That's
one.
No, that's not outside of Yulmore.
You speak to a fish guy.
You are correct. You do speak to a freaky fish guy. It's actually still in Yulmore, Mox.
Where's the starting location then?
It's on the bottom floor. It's in Gate Town. Well, no, it's not in Gate Town. It's in the derelict, whatever it is. The understore. It's in the understore. Is it in the understore? No, it's.
Southeast derelict.
Yes, southeast derelict. Hey, Atmisk.
Away to Yulmar.
Is it down? It's down there.
I don't know. I just saw a lookout spot I haven't got.
Oh, what on
We
the
were discussing this
the
lookout
ship?
spot last time.
No, this is a different
Oh,
lookout
Keronzi
spot.
was,
Because there's one that you've got to jump on the houses on the other end, and then that one's up on the top of the ship.
I've been informed that triple triad matches are allowed in the current area.
Hell yeah.
So what am I looking for?
You're looking for a fish guy. Let's not make Tsunami.
Fishman? I see no fishmen, and I see no quest markers around here. I see one way off on the opposite corner of the map called Yet Another Striking Opportunity.
That might just be sun, sea, sky.
There does not appear to be any fishmen here.
Ugh. Right. No, it actually doesn't start here. I thought it started here.
There was something here. You're not wrong.
No, wait. I'm looking at the wrong thing.
We'll figure it out eventually.
Yeah, he should be pretty much around this area.
It might.
But there is no fishman.
Do you have a mission called Academia Oneida?
Is that a quest or a duty?
A quest.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So you picked it up.
And it wants me to go to that Forgotten City place in the Tempest.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that's what you want me to direct my attention towards.
Yes, please.
But what if I said no? Hypothetically, of course.
You are welcome to say whatever you want. That is your free will and choice. However, you'll still do it. We'll unlock it.
But that means I'm gonna have to go and stand in line at the DMV.
Yep.
I don't wanna.
Everybody wants to.
Let me go find Snoo. They'll fight the government for me.
No, Snoo will fall asleep on the government's dime.
No, they'll
that's
definitely
Angel.
fight the government. They love fighting the government. It's like their fifth most favorite thing in the world.
Yeah, the first is biting you.
The first is biting me. The second is Red Bull. The third is our son Sonny. The fourth is the binding of Isaac. And the fifth is fighting the government.
I thought the fourth would have been your daughter.
We don't have a daughter. What are you talking about?
Apparently you
All
do.
we have is the son. Says who?
Said Snoo.
Who would this daughter even be?
I don't know. There was something about... There was someone in Snoo's chat that said that their daughter was antagonizing them or something at work.
Oh, are you talking about our semi-actual adopted child?
Yeah.
The actual human being?
I don't know who it is, but yes.
I do. That is a whole thing. I've unlocked a new thing called Academia blah 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 blah.
Yay!
Now we all get to collectively play the mini game of waiting the DMV until your number is called, isn't? Don't we?
Are we going there now?
Yeah,
I'm
why not?
assuming that's what Shin wants us to do.
Are you ready, Smiley?
Yep. I was just checking your stream for the jobs people want.
That's fair.
If we get to a thing today, I have a story to tell both Shin and Smiley. I told it to Ronzi already, but I'm gonna ixnay on us speaking about it, A.
Story time with Mox.
Yes.
Story
Never
time
happens.
with
I never tell
Mox.
stories.
What's the story about? No, wrong show.
This place is pretty.
And lots
It
of
was a
smooth
neat
jazz.
Yeah. And radio interference.
I think I said Radiohead there. Smooth jazz and Radiohead.
Was this a new outfit, Shin? Or have I just not noticed it before?
It's new.
Yep. Chryso pulled me over to the Oceanic service to give them glam allowances.
Both Shin and Angel.
Yeah. Gotta go multiple groups.
Multiple as in all the way down, or just...
I am not that insane.
You sure about that?
No,
I
it,
well,
I
okay. I'm gonna get by this.
no wait.
That was like a lot.
Yeah, they're like instantly turned around on me. Oh, okay, I see what you mean.
Ah, but if you do it out of line of sight, he gives it.
Interesting.
I'm going in here. Alright, let's rock and roll. last floor. Visitor's guide.
What's in the visitor's guide? 'Cause I haven't read it yet.
An advert about aquatic life.
Okay.
This place is giving me vibes of the world that never was from Kingdom Hearts.
This section always gives me vibes of when you first go down to the bottom of Balam Garden.
Okay. Down where all the dinosaurs and stuff are.
Down with all
No.
the oil.
With the frickin' with the I forget what they're called. They're the special race, right?
No matter what the code works, you can't call them that.
No, they are
It's special race.
they're like a unique race. The spawned from weren't they the Killikers and then they evolve into something different?
No. They can evolve into the Moombas.
Yeah, yes, that's what I meant. The Moombas. It was like it's one other way round, right?
Yeah, no, they start off as the underground people in the north. In the frozen area.
I wasn't quite out of that. It's 2 sharks.
Coming.
Move out of the way, you two.
I was keeping an eye on him. Don't worry.
Just shouting that SpongeBob because you told me to.
Move to the side. It's clear, I believe.
Yeah, I'd say. I should be safe here in my ley lines.
No, no, you weren't. I was just thinking, hey, shit, you're not safe there.
And the boss is literally one shot as well. Just out to get you.
Another visitor's guide.
Gonna go 2 groups.
Okay.
Advertisement for Flora. Talking about carnivorous plants.
Oh, I can only go 2 groups.
Oh no, it's all of the tomatoes.
Yep.
That was fun.
Sure was.
A lot of materia.
Gonna do the same again. Oh, right, yeah, okay. Yep.
Probably should be careful with that cacti.
Nah, that cacti's okay. Some ones you'll meet in a while aren't.
It's the second cacti you got.
This the Spanish
Cacti
cactus.
hidden in the bushes. I'm sure Smiley knows the one I'm referencing.
I have trauma from a lot of cacti.
I thought you had
Games.
Tumbury trauma.
I have Tumbury trauma from Stranger of Paradise. But I have cactuar trauma in many Final Fantasy games. I still remember my first time seeing a cactuar and then being hit by 10,000 needles.
Targeted. I don't want to be targeted by things. Oh, a for newbies tutorial guide for Final Fantasy rating video got given to me in my shorts today, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, I'm having trouble understanding the stacking thing. What do you do when there's multiple stacks? You don't stack on top of each other. Okay, what happens when everybody gets a stack? You don't stack on top of each other.
Yeah, I've seen that video. I think what is referenced there at the end is something that neither yourself nor Ronzi have got to you.
Yeah, because I've never seen a raid that had it where everyone gets one of those fruit stack things.
Yeah.
And I thought that must be fucking terrifying.
It's a clever mechanic once you realize how it's handled.
You get a stack marker. You get a stack.
Oh. Huh. Apparently I was safe from that.
Oh, I haven't happened.
That's
Oh, I need to move, please.
Hi, Rosie.
Hello.
Did it.
Run! Run!
The words of La Habrea.
Yep.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Gonna go to the next group as well again. We got 2 bombs.
Focus the bombs first. Endangered Pegasus. Endangered bombs.
Worse than that, Mox. They're engendered.
We've got
Oh,
an engendered.
engendered.
We've got an engendered Soma as well.
Not Soma, but he's Dracula. I think Miley would like Barony.
Probably.
I don't know if it's necessarily Shin's kind of game.
It
I think
is
it's mine.
not.
It's not Shin's game. It's a
Didn't
first-
think so.
It's a first-person game.
And it's, from what I've seen of it, basically Minecraft.
Not really.
In terms of how it looks.
Yes. I'll give you that.
Alrighty. Quetzalcoatl? I had a dime for every time somebody sacrificed themselves on the rooftop for Quetzalcoatl. I'd actually have like $1.
Oh shit, you started. Okay.
Sorry. I thought you would have.
I was tapped out, checking on something.
Okay, my bad. I should have said.
No, that's alright. I didn't tell you I was tapped out. So,
Get away from each other.
Hit the orbs.
Eat the orb.
Eat an orb?
Yep.
Eat all the orbs.
Here we go again.
Orb.
I'm getting it, I'm getting it. What?
Run!
Jesus.
Yeah.
Lightning boobs.
Take all orbs you can.
Touch the balls.
I think the balls have been touched. Okay.
I was about to say you could probably link break mob.
Yeah. I was just finishing up my Reaper stuff and I was doing it. Go for broke.
I should go and turn in probiotics. The Crystal Palace.
A football team.
I believe I've also been to the actual building that it's referring to.
Not the original, you haven't.
Is that gone now?
It burnt down. They rebuilt it, I think, on the same spot. But the original was Victorian era. They burnt down, I think, towards the end of the 1800s.
Okay.
Right. To confirm, and this is what I was checking. You need to finish the quest, Old Enemies, New Threats.
That is what I understood for what we need for the next thing.
Yes. Whereabouts are you with that, Mox?
I'm at old enemies and new threats because I thought I wasn't supposed to start it.
Yeah, I wasn't sure.
So
All
I
right.
just need to talk to Tafaru and
Yep. Well, I think then, if you two do that, then we can start down that
Happy fun time.
what wonderfully beautiful storyline.
oh, it's gonna get fucked up. Oh man,
I got the tissues at hand.
This is like whenever you see a laboratory in Resident Evil, you just know there's gonna be some horrific abomination in there, and it's probably gonna be part insect, and you're just like, oh, I don't want to deal with this. Why is it always the bugs?
Hey, Kryl.
I think RE5 has the worst ones. The like cockroach men that can instantly kill you.
Oh god, those guys are annoying. The only reason why they're annoying, well, one, they got an instant kill, and it's like they only have what, like 3 weak points.
Yeah, and one of them doesn't get exposed unless you do enough damage or have flash grenade or flash grenades in your grenade launcher.
Yeah.
And it's only like, you know, you have 9 item slots of which you need your ammo, your weapons, your
body
health,
armor.
and sometimes armor.
And it's like, not even then are you guaranteed to kill it.
No, you're not.
Oh god, thanks
God
for the
forbid you get
reminder.
cornered.
You're welcome, Aunt Misk. Correct, but hello, welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. Right, old enemies, new threats. Kryl is glad for your return, though it remains to be seen if she has glad tidings to share. Oh no. Ilya, my, what a pleasure, what a pleasant surprise. If you've come to inquire after the Archons, fear not. Master Matoya's treatment has proven effective in stabilizing their corporeal ether. We mustn't grow complacent, however. Potent though these magics may be, they're not without limits. We can only hope they afford us enough time for the Crystal Exarch to complete his work. If only we could go with you to the first and help. Pardon the interruption, but I come bearing urgent news. Ah, Ilya, this has been far too long, my friend. Forgive me, I don't believe we have been formally introduced. Maxima, former Garlean ambassador, I remain here in Eorzea under the auspice of Commander Alduin, offering what counsel I can in the hopes of resolving the present conflict with the Empire. Ah, yes. I have heard stories of a defector from Garlemeld, but never mind that. You said you have urgent news. Indeed. As you may have heard, the Imperial capital is in turmoil, and a sizable portion of the Garlean forces have been recalled from the Gimlet Dark. With their number so greatly diminished, the main host of the Alliance has withdrawn, leaving the Alnegan resistance to keep watch over the border. And it is there we have welcomed a most unexpected visitor who claims that this de-escalation may beguile growing dangers and unforeseen threats. Commander Alduin has arranged for an impromptu meeting to discuss these revelations. He has also requested a representative of the Scions attend as well, though it was clear to whom he wished I extend this invitation. It would seem time's of the essence. Well, you'll not be attending this meeting alone, though I am not as well versed in the affairs of city-states as our comrades. I see no reason to burden a single scion with all this. Yes, of course. Then we must make for the Alnegan Quarter. With all haste. Well, what are you waiting for? Get going, you two. God, I'm not looking forward to doing any of this in this outfit.
It's fine. You have a little bit of silly and a little bit of whimsy to offset the horrors.
Don't think there's enough.
I am really concerned about when Angle gets here.
Yeah. I know.
In
I
all
think.
fairness, though, I have been sending them horror movies in the
Uh,
DM.
I'm curious about the Welcome to Shadowbringers.
Yeah, that's gonna be a fun one. That's gonna be a fun one. I'm gonna hear a lot of screaming from that one. I have a feeling.
I've been doing my best to desensitize.
Desensitize.
Yes, thank you. With sort of constantly ramming home the smile better suits a hero.
You're like a reverse Joker. You're silly in the face of horrors that you didn't create. Much has changed since the first time we set foot in this city. Now we strive to preserve their freedom rather than reclaim it. But we've no time to reminisce. We mustn't keep the commander waiting. Commander Aldwin awaits us in the royal palace. If you will follow me. Oh.
They're here, Commander.
And I, for one, am grateful that they are. Told you've been busy since our paths last crossed at the Gimlet Dark.
Little bit, Raban.
Not that I understand half of it. When the science spoke of other worlds, I'd struggled to describe what I pictured. Mayhap things would seem clearer were I to hear the tale from your own lips. But I'm afraid the situation will not afford us that luxury. I trust you two require no introduction.
We
Yes,
meet
we
again, hero of Eorzea. Must
Let-
we repeat this ridiculous display? I pose no threat to you, though what I come to warn you of very well might.
Had he meant to do us harm, I hazard he would have kept to the shadows, and brought more than 2 companions. We need not pretend to be the best of friends, but I hope we can put aside our differences for the present.
As you are doubtless aware, Sir Estinian and I cooperated to rid the world of Black Rose in your absence. Our journey together took us as far as the Imperial Palace, where we witnessed Emperor Varus meet his death at Xenos' hand. Being the sole witnesses to this crime, and in no position to defend our innocence, we were then forced to flee, each pursuing his own avenue of escape. When we were later reunited, Estinian claimed to have encountered an unfamiliar kind of machina during his flight, but to me his description seemed anything but, and upon further investigation I found that I was right. The Empire is developing a new Ultima weapon.
It's a problem.
What, that Allagan monstrosity, created to vanquish primals, with which you yourself once thought to conquer Eorzea?
The same. In my foolishness, I sought to harness its power, and became the Ascian's pawn in so doing. But you know as well as I how that tale ended.
Yeah, we thought you were dead.
The
We
weapon
thought-
itself, excavated from beneath this very city, was destroyed ere we could fully unravel its secrets, and that should have been the end of it. But unlikely as it sounds, the Empire's efforts to recreate it have somehow borne fruit, primarily through secret research conducted by the 7th Imperial Legion, it would seem.
Wait, the Seventh was all but annihilated at Cartano, along with its legatus.
Oh yeah, we had fun with them.
Indeed, few survived. The 7th, as it is now, has little in common with the Legion led by Vandanis, and its leadership has changed hands several times since. Precisely how this project has continued despite such turmoil, and under whose auspices, remains a mystery. What we do know, however, is that a number of prototypes have been produced, and that one of them is on its way to Eorzea. We attempted to stop it,
So,
but it was all we could
which
do to slow its
quest
progress.
do I do?
So we resolved instead to bring you warning.
And right
I'm
glad are we
just
that
getting
you
the
did,
starting location.
though it soundly dashed our hopes that tensions might ease at last.
Right, if you've gone through and finished that,
As it is, we've begun to strengthen
Quest.
our presence in the Gimlet Dark, and are assembling a force to meet the coming threat.
you need to
A
come
force with you in
to...
its vanguard, I hope.
God, what's the name of the teleport? Port of Pretoria in the locks.
Before you say anything, I know full well you have pressing concerns of your own. Your comrades remain in peril, and I would not ask you to forsake them. But the fact remains that you, and you alone, have faced the Ultima weapon, and emerged victorious. We need you. And so, when the time comes, if your
Okay.
comrades can spare you, I bid
You
you
should
lend us
be
your
able to see
strength.
a
I've assigned an officer to
blue
await your
mission
word.
called Ruby Doomsday.
No, that wasn't at that one. That was back where we was.
What's it?
Yeah,
Oh,
over
my
at
bad.
the Alamegan corridor. It's okay. I know the one you're talking about because I was staring at it as soon as I finished the story quest, and that one popped up right next to me. I went, I should get clarity on which one of these I should accept.
Well, technically both, but
Well, yeah, technically both, but considering it was a fancy one, I figured, this might be what we're doing. Novice chat is having quite the conversation.
The
right now.
Ascian's downfall was to be the work of my remaining days. But it was my hand that kindled these flames,
They
and
are,
I cannot allow them to spread any further.
Really speaking up about Lalafell discrimination.
Jin, your crop's getting out of hand. You gotta tone them down.
a what?
Your crimes.
My crimes?
Apparently so.
Quote unquote, make sure to water can your local Lalas. Please don't make sure to interact with your local Lalas. You don't know if they've had their rabies vaccine.
We don't even have Angel here to defend the claims or deny them.
I will do what I must to see this mistake consigned to history once and for all. Even if it means begging your aid. The Fates will enjoy
Okay,
the
now I
irony,
gotta go all the way back
even
to
as
the
I
other one
endure
because
the
now there's a guy I
ignominy.
gotta talk to after I accepted the quest.
I too shall make for the border and offer my
Sorry, I
skills
can't
as
take you
leader
serious
to
with that
see
clown
such
nose.
company. Mayhap we shall meet there anon.
Though we can ill afford to ignore the coming of a new Ultima weapon, our friends' plight grows ever more precarious, and none save you can join them in the first. I only hope you are not forced to make a choice.
We sent our best diplomat, the diplomat. Nose honk. As ever, the way forward is paved with difficult decisions. We can ill afford to ignore the threat of a new Ultima weapon, but with each passing day, the plight of the Scions grows ever more perilous. If you cannot stay for a debriefing on the Ultima weapon, I will not stop you. I only ask that you confer with me before returning to the first. A Ruby Doomsday. The Resistance and Alliance forces prepare in earnest as a new threat looms on the horizon. Ah! Ilya! Glad you could make it. As you may have heard, Commander Alden has given orders to embark from Alliance headquarters to hold back the advance of the Empire's latest menace. Not that the soldiers stationed there are too chuffed about being on the front line against these new weapons. If they're designed to slay primals, they'd make short work of us mere mortals as well. Mind you, it's Gaius Belsa and his followers who've led the charge so far. By all accounts, they've been given as good as they get. Unfortunately, their sorties have met with little success. I dare say they'd benefit greatly from your presence on the battlefield. If you're ready, my colleague over at Porta Praetoria will show you the way. Is there another blue quest over there then? Or did you mean the Kryl one?
Yeah, well, there's the continuation of the MSQ.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was Ruby Doomsday I wanted you to pick up.
I'll probably sit on the way home. We'll deal with this.
What are you signing us up for?
It is, in the immortal words of Ren and Stimpy, happy, happy, joy, joy.
Your way to the headquarters, I take it.
You're signing us up for an ass whooping.
I'm taking you guys to Disneyland, the happiest place on earth.
To be honest, we weren't sure if you'd ever show up. I, for one, am glad you decided to throw your lots with us. Gaius says you're our best hope of defeating that abomination. We have seen only a glimpse of its true power, and even that was more than enough for us. So, your mind is set. Then I shall appraise you of the situation. We have discovered that the previously abandoned Ultima weapon project is being helmed by the reformed 7th Legion. They have already succeeded in producing several prototypes, one of which is set to be deployed on the Eorzean front. Its name, the Ruby Weapon. Deborah and I were able to get within striking distance during one of its test runs, and made an attempt to destroy it. An attempt that ended in failure, alas. Besides, based on our knowledge of the original Ultima weapon, the explosives we employed should have been sufficient to blast through its armor plating, but they barely left a mark. We suspect the gifts of its predecessors have been proven the source of its resilience. Oh, hi, Final Fantasy VII. Yeah. As you well know, the Ultima weapon was designed to absorb ether from icons. The Ruby weapon no doubt shares that ability. If any were summoned during the uprisings in Garlemeld's occupied territories and thereafter consumed, our enemy would become all the more formidable. But its near impenetrable armor was only the beginning of our troubles. I fought back with whip-like claws that can extend and contract. That can be extended and contracted at will. Oh no. In the face of such oppositions, we were forced to withdraw. Gaius was injured shielding me from the Ruby weapon's assault. Even now, he struggles to stand. Damn it all. If I hadn't been so careless, this wouldn't have happened. You need to concern yourself. Let us not forget that I am the one who initiated the Ultima weapon project. If I must give my life to bury this shameful legacy, then so be it. If you were to face it as you are now, you'd be cut down before you even hobbled within firing distance. In any case, we can't afford to lose the information in your head, on both the foe we face and the Empire itself. We all know that asking for Ilya's assistance presents our best chance of stopping that war machina. It is true that if anyone were capable of putting down such a monstrosity, it would be her. Though, I have no right to ask this of you. Will you lend us your strength? I'm not sure about either of these answers. I'm not one to back down from a fight. I do this for Eorzea. Being honest, Ilya wouldn't say any of those, but sure. If I have to pick one, I'm not backing down from a fight.
Considering it, you quoting Ishtola from the Shadowbringers opening movie.
Yeah. You have my thanks. And mine, though I must impress upon you the urgency of our situation. We have received word that the Empire is preparing to advance on the Gimlet Dark. That is where we will intercept them. If our fears are proven correct, the Ruby weapon will be among their host. Should it break through our lines, there's no telling the devastation it will wreak. Make no mistake, the very survival of Eorzea hangs in the balance. Once you have steeled yourself for the battle ahead, your escort will lead the way. What price must the world pay for my hubris?
Yeah.
A short while earlier, from the
Oh,
Gallian-occupied
sorry.
city of Werlet Magitech installation. Yeah, I'm not finished yet, sorry. Oh. Commencing Ruby weapon activation sequence. All units, stand by. Initiating synthetic aurosite system. Fusion successful. No signs of incompatibility. Awaiting your signal. Looks like they've improved on whatever they've done with the Ultima weapon. Getting flashbacks, yeah, you're not right. Ruby weapon, codenamed Darnus, ready for launch. That is what I would imagine a high-definition version of Ruby weapon would look like. Sorry,
So
yes.
when they announced the weapons were coming in to 14, people were loving it. They're like, oh yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be great. This is a dark storyline. I think it's a masterstroke to bait people into playing this storyline by using Final Fantasy VII nostalgia. It's pure evil genius playbook.
Veldolin has briefed me on our mission. I am to take you as far as our expected points of contact with the Ruby weapon. Once we arrive, the rest is up to you, I'm afraid. Cinder's Drift, now accessible. Ooh, are we ready to go?
I am.
suppose so.
Yep.
Through the original Ultima weapon, piloted by Gaiazan Belsa, was destroyed in the decisive battle at the Praetorium, Garlemeld has been secretly developing its successor. Now, this diabolical melding of Allegan and Garlean technologies has been deployed to annihilate those who would oppose the Empire. At the behest of none other than Gaius Belsar himself, you cross the scorched battlefield of the Gimlet Dark to halt this crimson menace before it lays waste to Eorzea.
But I will say, I also think this is one of the absolute best storylines in this game.
I'm looking forward
And
to it.
some really clever fights.
And I mean, they're starting with what I would probably say is arguably the hardest of the weapon fights as well from 7. This is my personal opinion. I think I had the most trouble with Ruby.
Yeah, I ended up employing a certain strategy. Which was basically there was a materia that when you died allowed for one extra action, and then you stuck Phoenix
On it, yeah. Is it Final Attack or Final Summon or something like that? I know which one.
Yeah.
I know which one you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna do old Knights of the Round Mimic.
Oh, that as well. Oh, we'll go BGM 100 on this.
I'm fairly certain my BGM is already at 100.
It's the Big Fat Taco song.
Big fat taco so big.
Enemy detected commencing attack.
Oh boy. Okay. He's ready to die.
Oh yeah. Oop. I did not mean to take aggro, but okay. Oh, it's got the Final Fantasy VII text boxes. Hey.
Oh. Oh, I thought I was out of that.
Oh. Oh. I did not realize.
Did you get quicksanded?
I did get quicksanded, and I'm like, no, flashbacks! Flashbacks! Alright, I'm going to join the tank. Oh, okay. Oh, I fucked up.
Okay.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Ow.
Ah, shit.
Oh, ow.
Oh, I thought
Ow.
I was out of that second
Ow.
one.
Oh, ow. Hey, at least you all lost your bun stacks. I should not be on this side of it. I should just be like, oh, go on this side. That's fine. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be painful. Fuck it. Pop that. I would be fine. I am getting away with.
Why is the tank whining about damage? Complains about damage, takes no damage.
Yeah.
Did I limit break?
I would say don't limit break.
Okay.
Oh.
Off the grip. Finn, I
Trixies.
said off the crack, not snorted.
There's a second phase.
Yeah. Activating Oversoul. Okay. Oh! Hello!
Alright.
Oh. Well, hey, Bandanas. Welcome back, I guess.
No,
These
they're
need to be
me.
kept separate.
Okay,
Okay.
I'll get the other one. Oh, no, God, why? Yeah, thank you. Please. I did not mean to...
They're still linked.
You need to go further away.
Yeah, I'm pulling it.
Okay, we got this one.
Stay on the bus. No, that's right.
Oh.
Keronzi, no. Keronzi, yes.
Okay, here we go again.
I'm assuming.
Hide.
Yep, I saw the
Right.
giant fireball.
Ow.
Right, we need to
Okay.
catch these. We have to catch these, follow them and catch them. And then you've got to kill them as soon as.
Okay. Coming out.
Did I shoot?
I'm choking to death here while we're fighting. So I'm trying to leave myself in between.
Ouch. We got this.
Oh.
All right. That was nutty.
Even from afar, your figure was unmistakable. In this outfit, yes. As ever, an impressive display. Though, as I am sure you will concur, the ultimate weapon pales in comparison to this new monstrosity. If their research is allowed to continue, the next model will be nigh unstoppable. With that in mind, the Alliance has enlisted the help of... Wait, I hear something.
Oh no, that dude with that blue hair looks like me.
Here to sift through what remains of the ruby weapon, are you? Allie! What do you think you're doing? Allie? Father? It has been too long, Alfonso. And you too, Rex. Given that the Empire is proceeding with the weapon project and making inroads into Eorzea, I suppose it is only a matter of time until our paths crossed. It's wonderful to see you again, Father, although I can't say I think much of the company you've been keeping.
They dress like a clown.
Yeah. I know a lot's happened, but I'm just glad you're all right, and now you can come back to Garlemald with us. My days serving the Empire are over. Because you're suspected of assassinating Emperor Varus? But we all know you'd never do a thing like that. There must be a way to prove your innocence. Then everything can go back to the way it was. Oh no. So he found you two shivering on the roadside when he was going through Wurlet? Lucky for you, eh? If he hadn't, we'd probably be dead by now. As for us three, our parents all died in the epidemic. We'd still be begging on on street corners if it weren't for him. I just wish there was a way we could repay Lord Gaius for all the kindness he has shown us. He fights for the Empire, so we should too. That'll make him proud of us. You're saying we should join the army? I don't think that's such a good idea. Everyone in Wurlet was scared of the Garleans. Why would we want to be like them? Lord Gaius is different. I know he is. You're right. He always says that the strong should lead the weak. Maybe that's why he took us in. Alright, if becoming a soldier is what it takes, I'll do it. Who's with me? Count me in, and maybe one day people will look to us like we do Lord Gaius. Then it's settled. From now on, we're all brothers and sisters fighting for the same cause. Brothers and sisters? Then that would make Lord Gaius our father? Well, if he doesn't mind us calling him that, I suppose so. And that make you our big brother, since you're the oldest. You'd better be nice to us, or I'm telling father. Father, since you went away, a lot has changed in the Empire. For us, too. If we'd known that you were still out there, still alive, none of this would have happened. What do you mean? The truth is, If you must go, I will not stop you. But answer me this. Who was piloting the ruby weapon? We all know that Neil Van Darnus has not returned from the dead. Who do you think? It was Melisandre. No. No, I refuse to believe that. Ooh, that's... I refuse to believe you would let that happen. She was a sister to you. To all of you. We only want to finish what you started. And while we will never forget all you have done for us, the next time we meet it shall be as enemies. Goodbye, Father. As for you, hero of Eorzea, you'll pay for what you did to Melisandre. I swear it. Jesus.
You just killed one of Darnus's kids.
Yeah!
It's probably not gonna be the last. I don't think any of them are gonna survive this.
Ugh.
After all, there's more weapons for us to fight.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
well, I figured out the twist about the kids because in the cutscene I counted the heads and when this doesn't match the ones who are here. Ah.
So
Yep.
this is a trial series. So unless there is one that houses two, one of them might survive. This is looking like one of those all the kids die and it was totally avoidable if they weren't stubborn kind of stories, yeah. Because a trial series only has 3 fights. So we only have 2 more left. Meaning, like, yeah, if all of them are dying, then one of them is a 2-seater. For 2 of them to be in there. Probably. Does that mean that prototype that we saw had the other kid in it?
No. Because that was clearly a Garlean.
True. You're not wrong.
But keep going.
Yes.
It gets better.
Oh, I'm sure it does.
It sure does. Oh boy, it sure fucking does. Oh man.
Sid!
Yeah, I was gobsmacked when Sid walked in. It's just, oh, hi. What's up?
Well, well, Gaius Van Belsar, we meet again. Come to see how your precious weapon project has been proceeding in your absence, have you? You are come to collect the data on the ruby weapon, correct? The pilots. Melisandre should still be inside the cockpit. I will ask Valdian to escort you to the wreckage. I don't like how much joy you have in your voice, Shin.
I mean, look, I said it earlier. In my opinion, this is one of the best storylines, not just in this game, but in gaming in general.
Mm.
So I'm looking forward to the experience Mox and Ronzi are about to have. I've seen this storyline break grown men.
Okay, as a quick little aside, there are 2 blue symbols over here now.
Yeah, there's the extreme unlocks.
Ah,
That's the enthusiast.
the fanatic.
Yes, that's it.
So what do the extremes get us, if I may be so bold as to ask?
I don't know, because I literally only just unlocked them today.
That's a great sign! I love that!
Let me see. Usually, they drop a currency.
Yeah,
that
there's
can be used
totems.
to buy stuff. So he drops weapons. Oh, of course, it's yeah, it's the Extreme series that drops the mount.
Of course
The
it is.
Guaiba
Alright.
mounts.
Well, like, okay, well, I guess we'll have that ahead of us, won't we?
Probably unsync it.
Yeah,
Maybe.
and we're gonna get our shit rocked by the new, stronger versions. But it'll be fine. We'll be powerful. We'll die strong together.
Also, doing the extremes is required to unlock the mentor roulette. If you ever want to go down that route.
I don't know if I care enough to.
The mentor roulette eventually unlocks a mount as well.
So, Atmisk, I can't really get into much of the specifics without spoiling the storyline. But one of the main points of this is to demonstrate the extreme opposites that exist within the enemy Garlean Empire. Because on one hand, you've got Gaius, who, even when he was with the Empire, he was promoting non-Garleans. One of his closest aides was a Rogadin. This storyline is showing how he adopted and cared for orphans or stray kids. And yeah, he's now sort of seen the folly of the Empire and is working to curb its excesses. And this storyline will play out an extreme example of the opposite of that point of view.
Yeah, I mean, for
So
just on to add on a little bit of context as well. At the beginning of this quest line, or like in leading up into this quest line, they were talking about Black Rose. Black Rose was a project that, when it was learned about by the Garleans, Gaius shut it down when he was still part of the Empire. when he was presumed dead and essentially left, it was restarted. Black Rose is a biological weapon that the Guardians was planning on using against their enemies, but the leadership really did not care if it killed their own soldiers. I would imagine.
Yes, it is. There is tragedy. But it's not just for the sake of tragedy.
Dog trail's fun. It's like going to the beach.
Oh, we haven't even got into Endwalker yet.
True. Sorry, while you were discussing that, seeing as we're now here, I did put out a tweet, the Blue Sky notification saying, "Hey, wanna see me experience this?"
Solo instance, huh?
Oh, okay. Any idea who this Milisandia is? An Imperial crony of his, perhaps? No, his kid. One of the orphans? Gaius always did have an eye for talent and a mind to nurture it. In fact, Livia Sass Junius was another protege of his. He even took me under his wing when my father became obsessed with the Meteor Project. It's strange that I felt closer to Gaius than my own flesh and blood. Then, my father and the countless others lost their lives in the Boja incident. Although he was acting under Emperor Solius's orders, he masterminded the whole thing. I begged him to reconsider, to put an end to this madness, but my words fell on deaf ears. That's when I turned to Gaius for support, but he was as much a pawn of the Emperor as my father, and refused to intervene. And when my turn came to serve, I defected and fled to Eorzea. I blamed Gaius as much as any of them, perhaps even more, for the barbaric acts carried out in the name of conquest. But when we met at the Praetorium, the hatred that had been festering inside me seemed to fade away. I remembered the man I once respected. To think the dreaded Black Wolf was a mere plaything of the Ascians, who left him broken and disgraced, having sent thousands of his men to early graves. It's more than most could bear. Now he lives, and now the lives of the children he raised hang in the balance. Any personal grievances I have with Gaius can wait. I'd best gather the information I can on the ruby weapon, and but I'll be back as soon as possible. I think it's because I'm not attached to the characters the same way you guys are, as I haven't played the game. That would likely make a huge difference. True. This quest line is a very graphic depiction of how brutal the Empire can be. Yeah. If Sid is as I remember him, it will not take long for him to finish investigating the remains of the ruby weapon. He never was one to waste time. My engineers are still in the field, but there's something I thought you should know right away. It's about the pilot. I'm not sure how to tell you this, but if Milisandia is dead, I only hope she was not made to suffer. Death would have been a kindness. In all my years, I've never seen such perversion of science and nature. Her body was fused with the ruby weapon's core. Those last moments must have been spent in pure agony as her very life's essence was drained from her. So she was sacrificed to power that infernal machine? We must act quickly if we are to prevent the Empire from committing further atrocities. Ilya, is there any other information you can share with us regarding the ruby weapons prior to its deactivation? Neil Van Darnus? Did the Legitus mean to use... did the Legitus mean that much to Melisandre? From what I gather, it sounds as if data based on Neil's combat capabilities was used to override the pilot's consciousness after she was fused with the core. If this technology is perfected and the Empire begins implementing the memories of renowned warriors, such as the White Raven, into its soldiers, the Alliance won't stand a chance. Is such a thing even possible? That's more or less how soul crystals work. A similar method of transference was used on the prototype Constinian fort, was it not? That's more or less how soul crystals work. Yes, it seems such crystals are in common use throughout Eorzea. An ancient but effective means of passing on knowledge from one generation to the next. While it may bear some similarities, we won't know for certain until we analyze the wreckage of the ruby weapon. It cannot be denied that combining combat data from an experienced soldier with the powers of an icon has yielded remarkable results. But in doing so, the Empire has sunk to the very depths of depravity. This is beyond forgiveness. For once, I agree with you. Yet the question remains unanswered. How were they able to obtain data on someone who was supposedly killed prior to the calamity? That's what I'm trying to determine. There is one possibility I'd like to explore, but I'll need to carry out a more thorough investigation first. Severa will provide support while you're in the field. Not only is she extremely well versed in the latest in Garlean technology, there are few soldiers I would rather have watching my back. In the meantime, Valduin and I will follow the ruby weapon's tracks back to its point of origin. We will learn what we can of the weapon project and the manner in which Alphonse and the others are involved. Should we uncover anything of value, we will relay it to the troops stationed here. For now, I suggest you use this lull in Garlean activity to recuperate. Would I be correct in guessing that this belated reunion with those darling orphans of yours has stirred up memories of your time in Garlemald? Remember our agreement, Gaius. If you so much as think of returning to your Imperial masters, I will kill you.
I've got to go. This coughing fit won't stop, and I feel quite unwell from it now.
Understandable.
Alright. Yeah, no worries.
Okay,
Hopefully you
fine.
feel better, and we will catch you again soon.
Yep. Catch you next time. Bye.
Bye. So, I mean, I'm sure it will be at least explained, but for the moment, at the very least, I'm gonna, like, theorize as to where they got combat data for the White Raven from. Because, I mean, now I'm wondering, why haven't they, like, overhauled the coils? Because that seems rather pertinent at this point now. Because we faced Vandanus in the coils.
Yes.
Yeah, it also helps that there's a lot of direct FF7 references here, which is a game I grew up on. Yes, I'm 1995, 1996. In me youth.
This is crazy shit, Ronzi.
I will endeavor to catch up to you.
It sucks that I can't say anything at the moment, too.
So, you put down the ruby weapon. Gods, I wish I could have seen it. Not from too close, mind. I suppose I should report news of your victory to the higher-ups. I realize you must have been through quite the ordeal, but could you give me a quick summary of the battle? You make it sound so easy. From the way you tell it, anyone would think you slay hulking brutes like that for a living. We do. I'll put all of this into a report, and leave a copy over there. Should you fancy a bit of light reading. Anyway, I expect you've got more pressing matters to take care of, like going for a celebratory pint. If the Guardians pluck up the courage to come knocking again, we'll let you know. Until then, rest up. Basically found out video games existed the day my brother came home with a PS1 and FF7. Nice. Yeah, that was well into my gaming career when that came out. Meanwhile, in the Wild Magitech installation... Oh, so the other one was still alive. Yeah, there we go. It's Shadow! The Shadow the Hedgehog! We should have told him the truth. He'd be able to help us. I know he would. That's exactly the problem, Ali. If he knew the true nature of the weapon project, he'd find some way to interfere. We've come too far to back down now. I won't let Milisandia's death be in vain. Even if it means going against Father's wishes. Cheer up, Alphonse. We can all go back to being one big happy family after we've dealt with those pesky Eorzeans. It'll be just like old times. If only it were that simple. There's no guarantee any of us will make it back alive. Excuse me, I think you're forgetting whose turn is next. O ye of little faith. Even with me at the helm of the sapphire weapon, it'll be over before you know it. Whatever happens, Rex, promise you'll come back to us. Couldn't bear to lose you too. Super Nintendo and Super Mario World for you? Nice. I'm trying to think, what was mine then? I want to say the first console that or the first like gaming thing I had would have. It's either a toss-up between a Commodore 64 or the Sega Mega Drive. I think it was the Sega Mega Drive and Sonic the Hedgehog. I think that was when I was like 5, I want to say. Because then I would have thought, I think that my granddad ended up getting the Commodore 64.
I could make you all cry now.
This is the Atari 800.
No, predates that.
Really?
Because the Atari 800 had swappable game cartridges.
Okay.
My first experience with computer games was a machine with 5 games, basically at Pong level, hardwired, and you had to physically push a switch to change between them.
Nice.
And then it was the ZX Spectrum,
Right.
Commodore 64, the Master System, then the Mega Drive, then the Mega CD, then a PlayStation 1 in my early 20s, early to mid 20s.
Yeah.
But I am old. Don't bother unlocking the extremes just yet, Ronzi.
As we wait.
You've got a solo instance to do.
Sleep now in Sapphire. Information relating to the weapons project has been uncovered, and your allies prepare to depart for distant lands. Delia, I'm afraid we haven't much in the way of information to share from the front line. We have, however, received word that Gaius wishes to speak with you at the Alliance headquarters. I've arranged an escort to take you to the headquarters, so when you are ready to depart, speak with the fellow over there. Yes, I'm ready to head out. Good, you're here. The Ironworks have completed their analysis of the ruby weapon, and Sid Garland wishes to share his findings. I take it you can spare a few moments. Very good. And please wait here while I inform him of your arrival. I'm glad you could make it, Ilya. I'm sure you're as anxious as anyone to hear what we've uncovered. Our early hypotheses were proven correct. The Guardians have designed a system whereby a pilot's Excuse me. A system whereby a pilot's consciousness can be forcibly supplanted with data based on the memories and experiences of another. So even a rank amateur could obtain the combat capabilities of a seasoned warrior. Precisely, and we learned how this was made possible when we opened the cockpit. The monitors were still operational, and among the messages displayed, one particular phrase caught my attention. Synthetic Aurosite System. Which is what exactly? Well, the core of the Ultima weapon was referred to as the Heart of Sabik by the Ascians. We believe it to have been a type of Aurosite. Can't say much for the synthetic sorts at this stage, but I've encountered real Aurosite before. It was extremely potent, perhaps equal in the power to the heart of Sabik. It's unclear whether the Guardian's simulacrum possesses the same properties as genuine Aurosites, but I intend to follow this avenue of inquiry to see where it leads. What we do know is that it was used to implant the combat data of Neil Van Darnus into the pilot, who has been presumed dead since before the calamity. Are you any closer to discovering how they were able to retrieve this data? The link didn't occur to Gaius at first, but he later told me of devices fitted to the Magitech armor in the Empire's highest-ranking officers. There is a reason to believe they were designed to emulate the soul crystals used throughout Eorzea. Yes, that was rumoured to be its true purpose, but it was never publicly acknowledged. Perhaps those in the upper echelons of command wanted to avoid comparisons to the so-called savages they were meant to be conquering. There is also the question of whether the system even functions as intended. From what we've seen, we can assume they were successful in gathering combat data of those wearing armor equipped with a device. Equipped with a device. If the comparison with soul crystals is valid, perhaps this data was transferred via ether. However, it seems that it extracted not only memories relating to combat, but the soldier's very essence. As you saw, the pilot succumbed entirely to the will of Van Darnus. Though this is mere supposition, it is possible that being fused with the ruby weapon's core accelerated the process and caused the deceased's legatus to manifest in corporeal form. Could it be that the death of the pilot was caused by the system malfunctioning? It's hard to say. The ruby weapon itself was still largely intact when it deactivated, which strongly implies that it was the synthetic Aurosite running amok that killed her, rather than the damage incurred during the battle. But even after our analysis, I'm afraid we still don't have enough information. For now, perhaps we should consult with Gaius as to our next plan of action. I still need to get to the bottom of how the synthetic Aurosite system works, and whether the pilot's fusion with the core was a malfunction or planned from the start. Gaius will know how best to proceed. I have just returned from my reconnaissance, and I shall reveal my findings before taking a long overdue rest. Valdelian has come bearing vital information. I traced the ruby weapon's path back to the occupied territory of Whirlit, which appears to be where it was built. Where exactly is Whirlit? My grasp of geography is surprisingly poor. Care to enlighten me? And my graph of geography is surprisingly poor. While Alamigo is placed on the western edge of Gimlet, it lies on the opposite side, to the east. It was once a proud and prosperous city, until it was brought to its knees by the Imperial invaders. You seem rather well informed. Perhaps I should have taken you with me. Humph. I thought that much was common knowledge. It's also where Alphonse and the others were born. And now the weapon project has brought them home. Yes, the place is now rife with Imperials. They have established an airship supply depot in the coastal town of Turncliffe. According to the locals, something resembling one of the weapons was transported there a few days ago. This bodes ill. Were it possible, I would attempt to capture Alphonse and his followers before they can launch an offensive. However, the distance between here and Turncliffe presents a considerable obstacle, and in all likelihood their weapon will be ready long before we arrive. Approaching by sea will allow us to save time by circumventing their ground-based troops, provided we can secure a vessel. Or you could use the Enterprise and take the most direct route of all, as the crow flies. In fact, this is a perfect chance to put my top-secret plan to action. And might I ask what that entails? It wouldn't be much of a secret if I told you, now would it? What I can say is there is a starring role planned for you, Ilya. Why so surprised? You didn't think I'd let you get off that easily, did you? It'll be here soon, so don't go anywhere. I'm surprised Nero hasn't made an appearance. Many Imperials who fought at Gimlet withdrew to Wurlet. Though they will have had ample time to recuperate by now, were we to approach by land, we could expect considerable resistance. I must admit, I'm not fond of surprises, or secrets for that matter. Time for me to leave the party. I see Sid still delights in keeping others in suspense. I can only hope he does not make us wait over long.
I will be back in a moment.
Okie-dokie. Was he upgraded it again? It always looked like that, I'm not sure. Oh. What's this? Sid, what have you made? Huh. Now I see where they're getting the inspiration from to make their own Alexander. Here it is, Ilya. I present Garland Ironworks' adaptation of the Ultima Warrior, the G Warrior. I know elegant design when I see it. Excavated from one of their ruins, no doubt. As is La, to be precise. We came across it during the course of our investigations, and decided it would be a shame to let it go to waste. And you will be taking this refitted relic to face the enemy head-on, yes? Perhaps my knowledge of the Ultima weapon will be of use. I'm counting on it, as it happens. But first, we'll need to perform a test run in the simulator before throwing you into battle. Come, we haven't much time. Do I have that minion? I'm not sure. I think you can... I think it's on sale in the... Oh. Oh.
Welcome to the
Let's-
unofficial Final Fantasy XIV Gundam crossover.
It's Xenogears, actually.
First, I want you to try attacking the guidance system. Don't worry, I won't fight back. G-Warrior is armed with a range of weaponry. Now's your chance to learn what it's capable of. Aether Cannon deals unexpected damage, potency of 600. Infernal Flourish combo. 800, okay, yeah. It costs EP. That doesn't cost EP. Deals unexpected damage. That costs EP.
Who's EP?
I'm EP. Deals unexpected damage with potency of 1200 to all enemies in a straight line before you. Triggers the cooldown of weapons, skills, and spells upon its... Oh, so doing that will give cooldown back for everything else. Aether Mind deals unexpected damage with a potency of 300 to all to target and all enemies nearby. Its addition increase the damage taken for 60 seconds. Restore 40% of HP and 30 EP. Reduce the caster and recast time of weapon skills by 25%. Reduce damage taken by 50%. EP is drained while in use. Okay. Oh, I see. So the ultimate buster is basically just AoE. You would use that in place of the single target. The G-Warrior also comes equipped with the Paratic Boosters, which diverts more power to the weapons. Okay. This, however, comes at a price. Activating it puts execution of G-Warriors when using short bursts. This is why the best friend review a battle on try it. Oh, hi Grey. Auto restoration can mitigate a certain amount of damage incurred. Okay.
Right, I have a lot of time, so I'm gonna step away. Because you have a lot to do.
Okay.
I'm at the next part, and I'm gonna hold off for a moment.
Oh, and that also... Okay, so... The Flourish combo will put me towards it as well. Excellent work, Ilya. You'd best deactivate your product booster while I explain the final trial. You do that at the very least. We've covered the offense, now we'll look at the defensive. We can't keep the barrier up indefinitely as we'll drain the warrior's power reserves. Might even run out of energy. First, let's try deploying the Ethereal Aegis. You're helping. Yeah, you are. Hope you're doing well, Gray. Oh, it follows me, okay. You're a natural, right? That's everything. Time to end the simulation. Hiding from the heat and trying to get my ribs to stop feeling like they're snapping off off of my spine. Ooh, that does not sound fun. I suppose that in theory, any one of us could be the pilot, but I dare say your preternatural abilities give you a certain advantage. Incredible. How does it compare to the weapons? Are you sufficiently prepared? Yes, I'm ready. Then we shall depart for Turncliffe at once.
Alright, I return and I have a sandwich.
Welcome back. It seems they were expecting us, but who is the pilot? Ilya, we're almost there. You better have your wits about you. Initiate combat mode. I have control. G-Warrior, do the thing. Initiate combat mode. Now get ready to strike. Issue the launch command. It's time to fry this overgrown squid. Ah. It's too late to back. Is it too late to back out? G-Warrior engage. G-Warrior engage. That sounds awfully familiar. Was the sapphire weapon the one that got blasted in the face by the Mako cannon?
I think so. I think that's the one that got hit that way.
I can't afford to lose. It's all or nothing. Activating Oversoul. Hydra's combat ready. Initiating organic transfer. Oh. No! I can't hold on! I will be monitoring the situation from the air. Follow my instructions and eliminate the targets. I keep mixing up Diamond and Sapphire, but yes. Yeah, didn't... The Diamond got shot by the Mako cannon when the Mako cannon was on Midgar. Is this Xeno? Oh, I did the wrong ability. No, regulars. Guy from the Warring Triad. Oh, okay. Ooh, ow, that hurt. I was not paying attention. I might lose this. Nope, I managed to heal at the very least. I have to switch to this. It wasn't one always. Was not nearly as bad as I was expecting. The target has been silenced. Damn, Squid never stood a chance. These lines just seem so uncaring, considering what we know as to who's going to be in there. Like, being all business is very uncaring, but then all of the other lines are very, like, antagonistic towards everything. I don't agree with it. So why wouldn't you fight every battle from now on in this mech? True, Chryso, true! Understood. Now that the immediate threat has been dealt with, we should gather what information we can in Turncliffe. There's a triple triad match here? I wonder if it's about gut. Oh, it's Ryle. Is that the same Imperial soldier that we fought in the we've had card battles with in the last two or three expansions?
I couldn't tell you.
There's a Garlean soldier in Mordona that you can have a card fight against. A triple trade game against. Then there is another one in Azazlar. I'm not 100% sure there is one in Stormblood. If there is, I have not come across them, I don't think. Anyway. The fact that he's here, it means I can come back here at a later point, correct?
You do come back at several points through this storyline.
Right, but what I mean is that even once the storyline's done, I can come back here again, yes?
I'm not going to guarantee that because I don't know a way to do that. I'm not saying there isn't. I'm just saying I don't know.
Okay. You did well piloting the G-Warrior so adeptly in so short a time. With the weapon largely intact, Sid and his researchers should be able to gather a wealth of valuable information before it is dismantled. Perhaps we should take one last look upon our fallen foe. Do you really want to do that, Gaius? We should have known Father and his friends would track us down sooner or later. Now they're at our doorstep and the sapphire weapon still isn't ready. Even so, it should still be able to fend them off, or at least buy us some time. Not quite how I imagined it, but this seems as good a way to die as any. Rex, Rickon, why are you still here? You're supposed to be moving the other's weapons to a safe location. You can take care of that, while I pilot the sapphire weapon. What are you talking about? I'm the pilot, not you. There's no need to put your life on the line. Besides, it's still incomplete. It can barely perform basic maneuvers, so it'll be practically useless in a real fight. We have a solution. Oversoul. You want to end up like Melisandre? No, of course not. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. But she didn't give her life in vain. The ruby weapon left behind data that's been used to improve the system, to prevent any further malfunctions. What difference does it make? Once Oversoul is activated and the pilot fuses with the core, there's no way back. That's why I should be the one to pilot the sapphire weapon, not you, Rex. Alphonse needs you. You and I both know I'm the least qualified pilot we have. There's less to lose if I don't make it back. No, I won't let you! Rex, please, hear me out. Ever since we were children, I was the smallest and weakest, too afraid to stand up for myself. But I had the best brothers and sisters a boy could wish for. You were always there for me, protected me. Now it's my turn to protect you. Take the other weapons and get out of here. See this through to the end. Do it for me. For Melisandre. I'm counting on you, Rex. You always did have a stubborn streak. Alright, Recon. I won't let you down. Just promise you'll wait for me. On the other side. We'll meet again, brother. You all made me happier than I had any right to be. Now, I finally found my purpose. I have no regrets. Come on, Sapphire. We may be far from perfect, but we have a job to do. Let's give Father something to remember us by. Jesus. The Echo, I presume. What did it reveal to you? Recon, my poor boy. You were braver than most could ever hope to be. It is as we feared. I'm sorry, Gaius. First Milisandia, now Recon. We must find the remaining weapons and end this madness. Tell me, what do you make of Gaius Balsar? I understand the two of you have been acquainted since his days as the Black Wolf. He claims to have shed his pelt when he took up the hunt for the Ascians, but he's still the same man deep down. He certainly kept quiet about having a flock of foster children back in the Empire, though. It seems he would rather bare his teeth to his former masters than allow harm to come to them. Yet, try as I might, I cannot make sense of it. Does he truly fight for the good of mankind, as he would have us all believe, or is he merely biding his time before he reveals his true colours? Whatever the answer may be, in the end he will always be a Garlean. And though there may be honourable men and women among them, have suffered much and more as a result of their conquests. Barbaric campaigns in which Gaius Balsar played no small part. My first encounter with the Garleans was 20 years ago, shortly after the fall of Alamigo. They continued their march into the lands that had long been home to we Duskrights. We sought to repel the invaders, but we were woefully unprepared. Our bow and arrows were no match for their magitech, and even our most powerful magics did little to slow their advance. I fought on the front line, but was knocked unconscious in the opening exchange. When I came to, I was alone, and the rest of my unit slaughtered. I hurried back to my village to look for my wife and daughter, only to find the place deserted. My search lasted for days, then weeks, then months, and it seemed they had disappeared without a trace. I finally learned from two Imperials held at Bittermill that the villagers had been captured and used as test subjects for the poison gas that would later be known as Black Rose. Oh, jeez. They were never seen again. For 20 long years I roamed aimlessly with nothing but hatred to keep me alive. I eventually found myself at the order of the Twin Adder, who offered me a place among their ranks. The desire for revenge was the only thing I had left, so without a moment's hesitation I accepted. Were it not for the war with Garlemald, I would have been loath to work alongside the city-dwelling Gridanians, who for so long had treated my kind as outcasts. But none of that mattered anymore. It all culminated with Operation Archon. As you led the charge into the Praetorium, we were right behind you. When the place came crumbling down, most of us were caught in the rubble. I escaped my life, though many others were less fortunate.
Keronzi, stop thirsting over the monsters and take a drink.
Thank you. Having dragged myself free from the rubble, I sought a way out. It was then that I encountered none other than Gaius Balsar on the verge of death. The gods had delivered to me the man whose conquests had robbed me of everything. I was poised, ready to exact my revenge. Then he spoke. I will not beg for mercy. I only ask that you stay your hand a while longer. I cannot die until I have rid the world of the Asian menace. For millennia, mankind has danced to their tune, but no more. Then, once we are finally free, my life is yours for the taking. I would have struck him down there and then had I not sensed truth in his words. So I decided to grant him a stay of execution and join him on his hunt. All this time, I've kept a close eye on Gaius. Though he is never on the watch for pursuers, he has granted me ample opportunity to slay him if I so choose. And I still might, if he shows even the slightest sign of betraying our agreement. But for now, the Asians are my chosen quarry. If they are indeed the ones pulling the Empire's strings, then it shall not end until they have been eradicated, every last one. Though I could not save my kin, there are those who may yet be spared the horrors of war. Unfortunately, dealing with the Asians will have to wait until we have brought an end to Garlemald's weapons project. Though we may have vanquished 2 of the new weapons, we must make every effort to prepare for whatever the Garleans throw at us next. Perhaps Zavera can tell us whether the ironwork engineers have uncovered any information of note. Thank you for keeping them hydrated, Shin. Rather you didn't share what we've discussed with my traveling companions. It would only complicate matters. The ironwork engineers are still at work dismantling the Sapphire weapon and investigating the Turncliffe Magitech facility. Though they have yet to make their reports, they may have some news to share at this juncture. Please wait here a moment. We've yet to finish our investigation, but I can give you a preliminary report. Were you able to uncover anything of note? Before abandoning the facility, they attempted to destroy anything they couldn't take with them, including many of their research materials. Luckily, some information relating to the Sapphire weapon's combat data was intact. Judging by what we saw during the battle, it was extracted from regular Van Hydrus, correct? It also appears the Sapphire weapon was actually in an incomplete state, and therefore unable to perform at full capacity. Even so, it was immensely powerful. Had they been given the chance to finish it before we'd arrived, who knows how it would have ended. Indeed, we may not be so fortunate next time, so we must prepare for the worst. The Ironworks will continue to investigate the Sapphire weapon and look into possible countermeasures. The Echo afforded you a glimpse into the conversation between Recon and Rex prior to the weapons deployment. Do you remember any other details? Well, we do. Improvements were made to the systematic Orosight system to prevent malfunctions. Then it was never their intent to create a manifestation of Neil Vandanis. But there's one thing that was intended. Oversoul. Its activation results in the pilot being absorbed by the core, killing them in the process. Rex and Recon were fully aware of this, were they not? Yes. Then the deaths of the pilots was by design all along. Alphonse, how could you? Sacrificing your own siblings to fuel these accursed war machines. Surely there is no cause worthy paying such a price. Aye, nothing is more precious than family. The nightmare is far from over. It appears Rex has fled with the remaining weapons. We can assume that Alphonse has every intention of sending them into battle. We must find a way to disable them before Oversoul can be activated. I have seen enough death. I do not wish to see any more. Then there is no time to waste. Let us be about it, Gaius. Severa, you're in charge here. Keep Sid and his team safe while they carry out the investigation. Understood. Please see that no harm comes to Gaius. While we're gone, I need you to relay everything to the resistance troops. Your first-hand account should prove useful. If there are any developments, we'll be sure to contact you. Yes, I would like to turn to Garabania. But I would say, Shin, something that you could probably check and see if that guy is there and see if he will take you there. Unless you want to sleep on a crate.
Well, I've been doing that for a while, so let's... the resistance fighter over here, isn't it?
Yeah, he's on the far side. Welcome back. It sounds like you've been on quite the journey. All the way to Turncliffe. And judging by the fact you've made it here in one piece, I trust everything went according to plan. What an astonishing account. I wouldn't mind putting that G-Warrior through its paces myself. Certainly a lot more stimulating than surveying this rabble, I'd imagine. Anyway, as before, I've compiled the information into the report and leave it over there for your perusal. Should you feel so inclined, if we hear anything from headquarters, we'll be sure to pass it on. Ooh.
Yeah, apparently I can.
Okay, cool. Sapphire weapon bust. Meanwhile, in the 7th Legion's world at headquarters.
And yes, he's still there.
I have come to deliver my report, Lord Valens. Ah, so you have returned, young Alfred. Was it Ulwick? Not that it really matters, of course. I hear that you and your darling brothers and sisters have allowed the sapphire weapon to fall into the hands of the enemy. Do tell me it isn't so. I'm afraid that is the case, Lord Valens. Oh, come now. No need to be so sullen. As they say, to err is human, to forgive divine. And you know how forgiving I can be when it suits me. Man has milk. So tell me, whatever your name is, who was able to best the sapphire weapon? Our sources state that the one known as the Warrior of Light was assisted by Sid Garland and Gaius Van Belsar, my lord. Gaius. Yes, it seems he's been quite the troublemaker of late. Defecting from Garlemald, assassinating the Emperor. Whatever next? Oh, well, there's no use crying over spilt milk. I like the music. That is a fucking milk carton in a medieval fantasy.
We were just piloting a mech. What makes you think this is truly a medieval fantasy?
Yeah. I mean, and like, the Allegan tech is all like sci-fi electronic-y magic. Speaking of which, I've become quite the connoisseur since arriving in Worlet. This particular variety comes from a rare breed of cow, you know. Only 100 of them in existence, and pampered every day of their lives. Yes, they are quite valuable. Until their milk dries up, that is. When it does, they are sent to the slaughterhouse like all the rest. For that is their lot in life. To be discarded once they have served their purpose. Did I create the ruby and sapphire weapons so that you could deliver them gift-wrapped to the enemy? I can see it now. Sid Nan Garland rubbing his hands with glee at all the technological marvels we have bestowed upon him. And you let Gaius Belsar, of all people, get the better of you! How dare you think this How do you think this reflects on me, the Legatus of the 7th Legion, humiliated by that traitor? Humiliated, I say! There is only one way to deal with a worthless, provincial filth like you. Wait for me in the correction chamber. You need to be taught a lesson in obedience. Yes, my lord. Forgive my intrusion, Lord Valens, but it's time for your meeting with the head of Magitech Development. Oh, how time flies when you're whipping useless soldiers into shape. Yes, I'll be at long once I've made myself presentable. I can't have people thinking I've let my standards slip now, can I? He's got the jitters.
He's on a milk high.
Yeah.
By the way, for anybody who is or has seen The Boys, this came out before that.
What are you doing here? You wish to see me, Lord Valens? Did I now? Ah, yes, that's right. So you're Ali, yes? And you've joined the military of your own free will along with your fellow orphans? Such devotion. What an inspiration you are. You see, it is my firm belief that love grants us the power to move mountains, to overcome any obstacle. Together we shall discover the strength that lies within you. Take my hand, child. I will show you the way. I do not like that man.
No, I don't think we're supposed to.
No, I don't think so. I don't think you're right. Fine, medieval high fantasy. The mechs, at least, fit the aesthetic, if nothing else. Yeah. This is one of the wealthiest men in Garlemald at the moment. So if anyone would have it, he would. But also, yes, that's a milk carton. The carton looks cheap. That's part of it. But also, it doesn't look magic, like literally everything else in this world. This guy is the sort of villain that is straight up pure evil. There is no moral grey zone here. Yeah.
Oh, definitely, for sure.
I guess why whenever he snapped, I had his voice change. Blood of Emerald. Alright, time for the Emerald weapon. Oh. Sid's investigation in Turncliffe has led to startling revelations. Ah, it's good to see you, Ilya. I'm pleased to report that Master Garland and the others uncovered a fair bit of useful information at the Imperial facility in Turncliffe. In fact, he'd like you to rendezvous with Gaius in the town square. There, he'll reveal what they've found. Once you're ready to depart, your escort will lead the way. All set for the journey ahead? Alright, that we are. It seems that Sid is not in the habit of saying the same thing twice, which must be why he has been waiting for you to arrive before revealing the results of his investigation. Although the Imperials may have gone, the scars they have left on this once peaceful town will doubtless take many years to heal. Now that you're here, perhaps Sid will finally deign to dispense his findings. Severa, inform him of Ilya's arrival. Thanks for coming. So, what have you discovered? To tell you the truth, we were lucky to obtain any information at all, considering the lengths to which the Imperials went in covering their tracks. You see, the hangar below was not just used to store the weapons, but played a critical role in their creation. We now know the code names given to the 3 weapons: Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. Obviously, we are all familiar with the first 2, but the third is something of an unknown quantity. At the very least, this confirms the existence of another of those abominations. At the very least. The problem lies in ascertaining its whereabouts. None of the locals have seen anything resembling a weapon being transported by land or air. Which, of course, leaves only one option: the sea. According to what fragmented data we were able to recover, the Emerald weapon is equipped with aquatic capabilities, much like the Sapphire. Meaning that its escape from Turncliffe would have gone undetected, and could potentially be anywhere by now. But if Alphonse plans to have it absorb more primals, the logical choice would be Eorzea. And travelling by sea would allow him to circumvent the front line at Gimlet entirely. The Alliance must be alerted at once. Hold your chocobos, Severa. It seems that the Emerald weapon was still incomplete when the 7th Legion withdrew from Turncliffe. It's far more likely that it was transported to another facility in order to add the finishing touches. If your supposition is correct, that would narrow down our search to but 2 possible locations. Castrim Marinium in the Rotano Sea, and Castrum Odysseans in eastern Nosnosia, both of which are known to harbour the remnants of the 14th Legion, your former subordinates, Gaius. Be that as it may, our objective is unchanged. Balduin, you and Severa will make your way to Castrum Odysseans, while Ilya and I head for Castrum Marinium. Should we locate the Emerald weapon, we will give the signal to dispatch the G-Warrior and eliminate it before it can activate it. Sorry to disappoint you, but we're still repairing the damage it sustained during the encounter with the Sapphire weapon. While Allegan machinery has its uses, it's a bugger to find replacement parts in a pinch. I look so dejected by that! We've actually been working to expand its already impressive arsenal, but the G-Warrior itself is in no fit state for combat. While I'm aware this is a far from adequate replacement, I can provide an Ironworks submersible to help Ilya and Gaius reach Castrum Marinium. I'll have one sent ahead to Vesper Bay. Oh, we've got a prey return to the waking sands, eh? A submersible, eh? I don't much like the sound of that. Perhaps Savannah and I should count ourselves fortunate that our destination can be approached by land. I pray you have a safe journey. Watch yourself out there, Ilya. It is time we departed. Let us make our way to Vesper Bay. Oh, it automatically brings me here. Okay. In the event that my attempt to bypass the Castrum security fails, this submersible of Sid's best be able to withstand Imperial weaponry long enough for us to escape. As per Master Garland's instructions, the submersible is ready when you are. But before you depart, I've received some scraps of intelligence regarding your opponents from my colleagues in Turncliffs. Apparently, it uses some sort of levitating, hand-like appendages. 6 of them, in fact. Though we were not quite sure what purpose they serve, it sounds like having eyes in the back of your head might come in handy. But that's all we know, I'm afraid. You have our thanks. After all, forewarned is forearmed. If the emerald weapon has indeed been transported to this castrum, it would need to enter via the dry dock. We shall do likewise. As one might expect, there are measures in place to keep out intruders, but the security system can be tricked into recognizing us as an Imperial vessel. That said, infiltrating the facility is merely the first step. Should the emerald weapon be activated, it's only a matter of time before the pilot uses Oversoul. We must silence the war machina before this happens, and failing that, grant the poor soul at its helm a mercy of a swift death. Had these wounds healed more quickly, I could have gone with you, but I fear I would only slow you down. As such, I shall provide what support I can from afar. Whatever happens, the emerald weapon must be defeated at all costs. Oh, Castrum Marinium now available. Oh, the mech is broken. Let's put it in storage and never speak of it again. True. Though they did turn it into a minion. Where's my minion guide? I think I have G-Warrior.
Keronzi, stop thirsting over the monsters and take a drink.
Thank you. Yeah, I've got a G-Warrior.
Right. If you want to queue for this, I can wait maybe 20 minutes.
I think, unless you have an objection, Mox, I think we wait for Smiley.
I'm not opposed to waiting.
Because I don't know where in this series Smiley got up to, so he may not have done this himself.
Right.
Because I know that he hasn't completed this series.
Okie dokie.
Question at the very least. Where in the MSQ do we have to stop?
That is a good question, actually.
Then
If it's a specific question, or if it quest, or if it's a dungeon.
let me.
What's MSQ?
Main story quest.
That was Chryso asking. I was going to give a stupid answer.
That genuine answer. Genuine answer.
No, stupid answer. It's Chryso.
Oh, god damn it. Which there it is. Right, hang on.
Only Shin actually telling Angel to drink that oiter, tisk tisk.
You think you're oiter now, Gray.
Everybody tell Angeli to dink that oiter because they have not drank it today. Angel, you should dink oiter. Gray, you should also dink oiter.
Everybody oiter.
Everybody oiter.
Everybody hydrate when you're part of a team.
I was trying to think of a way to put it into everyone. Everything is okay.
Yeah, I would say stop at the next dungeon.
Got it.
Okay.
That will also
Do has
explain.
oider in it, right?
Has oiler in it, right? Yes, it does.
It also has a lot of sugar.
That's true. You could always drink
Yeah.
pussy energy.
Wondering if that was gonna come up today.
I honestly forgot until we mentioned until Mountain Dew was mentioned.
Yeah, keep going to the next dungeon.
Okay.
I have my thermos full of water. The sugar is how my ADHD brain can function like a normal person.
So you
I
know
wonder
those.
if that excuse will work on my diabetic doctor.
I mean, I saw that there's been a number of shirts that like a number of shorts that have been showing up in my feed, where it's showing like shirts with real off-brand comments on it, and one of them that I saw today was I don't suffer from ADHD. I cope with it pretty well. So that's pretty funny. Not as dark as the mum pronouns.
I saw one where somebody was stating that they have been explaining to people that they prefer they them pronouns, and one of them turned around and called them food instead of dude.
You say food or food?
TH.
Yeah, food.
Food.
Would that not be thod? Or food? Dude. 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 Food. Yeah, no, I'm not sure.
Depends on how you're spelling dude.
Yeah.
Which, if I remember correctly, was actually a job title at some point in ranching.
In your Mountain Dew. Yeah.
Same as cowboy was like a job description. I don't know. I am going to go and try and sleep before my brain decides to wander down a rabbit hole figuring that out.
That's fair.
Because otherwise it will be 6 a.m. before I know it, and I'll have like an hour worth of sleep. And I have to make invoices tomorrow, so I'd rather be
prepping a day early on.
Yeah. Yep. I'd rather do the prep the day before, so that when I go to send them out, if there's any fuck-ups, I've still got time to find them and fix them.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, there is a method in my madness. Sometimes. Other times it's just me being randomly chaotic.
Well, enjoy.
I saw a description just before I go. I saw a description for a made-up D&D alignment that fits me perfectly. Lawful chaotic. Somebody who will pursue the letter of the law and the word of the law to the point of chaos.
Yeah.
I was like, Yep, no, I'm called out on that one. Right, have fun both. Enjoy some MSQ if you can, and I'll catch up with you soon.
Righto.
Take it easy.
Bye.
Have a good one.
Time to shrunk a mox.
No.
The mox has been shrunk.
No.
Only a little bit.
What? No.
The way home. Kryl can see the steely resolve in your eyes, and suspects she knows to where duty calls you. I take it you're ready to return to the first. Then I would ask that you appraise the others of recent events here in the source, namely Xenos' return and development of a new Ultima weapon. As for their bodies, you may assure them Master Matoya and I will continue doing what we can to keep their corporeal aether stable. Safe travels, Ilya. I hope to see you and the other Scions soon. You've come at a most opportune time, my friend. I have something of a breakthrough in my research on the soul and a means to return the Scions home. I trust you two have been making good use of your time. Ill tidings from the source, you say? Then I will summon the others that we might be appraised of the situation. Don't remember the last time I've seen you actually doing MSQ. I done MSQ Friday,
What news from the
I think. But yeah, it has been a while. You're not wrong, Chryso. Yeah, either last Monday or last Friday, I think. The shit's hit the fan.
A new Ultima weapon. We must count ourselves lucky that Gaius has pledged his assistance.
Were you waiting for someone to catch up? Yes, was waiting for Mox. As unfortunately... Yeah, no, you'd have caught up. Unfortunately, Mox had issues with his version of Final Fantasy. In that
it was a 2-month affair.
Yeah, where it just would not run. And Square was being unhelpful.
Square was being unhelpful. I bought multiple copies of the game. I did so much, and none of it did anything. And then I don't remember what it was, but I installed it on Steam after doing some sort of thing, and then everything just worked. I don't even remember the process at this time. I don't want to think about it.
While this is indeed a worrying development, I think the state of the Empire as a whole greater grounds for concern.
PC Master Race, am I right? Yeah, I think it's just more just the update balked everything. I think it was, what, 0.5? The 0.5 update? Was it the one before that?
No, it was that one. It was that update that caused so many problems, not just for me, but for everyone. I wasn't the only one who was going through it, but I seem to have gone through a particularly uniquely terrible one.
With the Emperor slain and Xenos returned, it is impossible to predict how matters will unfold in Garlemald. The Ultima weapon may be but the first of many unpleasant surprises.
The situation beareth closer observation, of that there is no doubt, and doth compound our need to return unto the source.
Then let us address that issue. Our long search for a means to see you safely home may well be nearing its conclusion.
Oh, hell yeah!
Thanks in large part to Urianger and Beklug's invaluable insight, we have succeeded in fashioning a vessel for the journey.
We set out to create a crystalline container retaining the more useful properties of white aurosite, but without its regrettable limitations. And, after a good deal of trial and error, we made one. An ark for soul and mind both, that will allow your incorporeal self in its entirety to be ferried between worlds. A spirit vessel, if you will.
However?
Though the vessel is possessed of the requisite qualities to hold mind and memory, it wanteth yet for a means to receive of them. For that, we must needs imbue it with the Exarch's innate gift.
A gift that lives on only through the blood of the Allegan Emperors, which certainly does not flow within aurosite or any other crystal.
His blood.
Just so, milady. The blood serveth as a conduit of sorts. In its absence, memory cannot pass from mind unto mind, nor from flesh unto crystal.
Fell asleep. Oh no, Escamox. You're awake now. For what little time it is, because you'll be going to sleep again soon, probably.
That being the case, we must either alter the process of inheritance so as to require no such thing, or determine a means by which my blood may permeate the vessel. I am hopeful that the records found within this tower will yield the knowledge we require to pursue one or the other of these avenues.
As well you should be. The Allegan's body of etherological research is extraordinary. I can scarce believe it the work of ages past. But its underlying principles are not so very different from those of my own field of study. Given time, we will find the answers we seek.
I know that you can ill afford to wait, and it pains me that I must ask you to do so. I can only reaffirm my promise to you that a solution will be found.
Just processing the heavy trauma that is being afflicted upon us, Escamox.
Whatever it takes, I will see you safely
I
home.
think I'm gonna actually stop here as well.
Okie dokie. Did you make it to the unlock or not?
No.
Okay.
I have certainly made progress. I've not made it to the unlock. But I should make it to the unlock by next week.
Okie dokie.
Alrighty. Have a good one, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye, Mox.
apologies.
I do hope you haven't come to tell us that mortal peril fast approaches.
No. I had hoped to speak with the Warrior of Darkness. But there is no need to cut short your meeting on my account. I will be waiting outside.
Why not speak in here? She knows I don't mind. Unless she didn't want to.
Perhaps I might accompany you. Though I am woefully ill-qualified to assist in the Exarch's research, I may yet be of some use to Lena.
Like that. It may simply be my imagination, but Lena has been rather brisk with me of late. You don't suppose she's still upset over the mishap with the salmon fillets, do you? What did you do? Never have I seen such a repository of knowledge. A stark reminder what little we truly know of the world. Upon White Oroside's crystalline foundation, we have built not a prison, but a refuge of for the soul. Would that Moonbreeder were here to see the wonders inspired by her research. To think that we will not only have Xenos to contend with once we return, but a new Ultima weapon as well. Why must all our enemies insist on returning from their graves? Seeking counsel. Alphino is eager to assist Captain Lena. I must confess, while I enjoy my fair share of scholarly research, it will be a good to step outside for a spot of fresh air. Now then, shall we go and speak with Lena? I'll at least do this quest, and then I'm probably going to stop because, yeah, the pain is bad. I suggest we hurry. Lena does not strike me as one who enjoys being made to wait. We have little time, so I will be brief. A Sin Eater has been sighted in Lakeland. They ask for your assistance in slaying it. A Sin Eater? I had heard some few yet remained after the knight had returned, but perhaps we should call the others. That will not be necessary. It is only a single Sin Eater. A simple task for our guard, I should think. That said, I believe fighting alongside the Warrior of Darkness would be a valuable experience for them. Peace can lead to complacency, and they gain nothing from an easy victory. But you do not underestimate your foes, however harmless they may seem. My men would do well to learn from your example. Well, let's be about it then. Excellent. Then let us make for Fort Job. The Sin Eaters that remain no longer have a leader to guide them, but they are no less dangerous. They cannot be suffered to live. If you would wait here a moment, I will gather the others. You may not remember, but you have met these soldiers once before, though only in passing. Long have they awaited the opportunity to fight at your side. I was at death's door that day after the Sin Eaters attacked. If you and Jaws hadn't come along, I'd likely have stepped through. And I wouldn't have been alone. Your courage and selflessness is something we all aspire to. I too was there that terrible day. My friend was transformed into a Sin Eater before my very eyes. I had no choice but to cut her down. The thought of returning to the field, of holding a blade again, it filled me with dread. But that was no way to honor her and my comrades. So I have returned. I swear I will not let you or anyone else down from this day forward. A pleasure to meet you, miss. And truly, it seems like only yesterday as I watched you take flight astride an Amaro to go save the Oracle. Strange to think the Umoran soldiers we once locked blades with are now on our side, but we will do our utmost to keep the peace here in Lakeland. We seem to be missing one. My apologies, Captain Lena. An elderly gentleman asked that I escort him to Clearmelt. It took longer than I anticipated. Is that a Kakashi reference? Is it? As horny as I am for any FF14 characters, I will burn down all the realms for my Kitty. Fair, Grey. Fair. I'll not begrudge your desire to help those in need, but a soldier must be punctual, especially when we play host to honored guests. It won't happen again. The name's Thaler. I'm sure you don't remember, but we met once before in the infirmary. Ah, you. I asked you to deliver a message to the Exarch and the Warrior of Darkness. Little did I know I was already talking to her. Don't give up. Don't give in. I keep those words close to my heart, and the boundless, beautiful skies above serve as a reminder of their importance. It's mine, my kitty. You can lay claim. Grey, I'm not going to stop you. My friend got to see the knight's return shortly before he passed. He left this world with a smile, satisfied with a glimpse of what was to come. But there are countless others who weren't so fortunate. Good, I'll cut you. I'm off-hinged today. That is fine, Grey. Ow, 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 ow. Sanity is overrated. Eskimox, be careful. They gave their lives with the promise of a future they'll never know. And so it falls to us to do everything we can to fulfill that promise. No matter what happens, we won't give up. We won't give in. Don't tell the truth why you do this to me. I told Twitch to chug my piss in another chant today, so... Oh. Your heroism has inspired all of our guardsmen in much the same manner. Our scouts at the northern staging point have not had the pleasure of meeting you in person. Let us not keep them waiting. You talk to Rumi? No worries, Grey. Huh. I'm not sure if that's alive or dead. Yeah, if I had seen it with my own eyes, I would have sworn it was you who killed that Sin Eater.
Did you slay this eater? Your orders were to await the main force before engaging.
No, Captain. It wasn't us, I swear it. A man came out of nowhere and cut it down before we knew what was happening.
Oh!
By himself. Certainly it is no light warden, but nevertheless.
It's true. Felled it with a single swing of his axe, he did. I've never seen anything like it.
Axe.
So I says to him, who are you, the warrior of bleeding darkness? And he says, no, I'm a warrior of light. And that was it. Buggered off as quick as he came.
A warrior of light?
Why would someone go around calling himself that, though? It was those bastards who caused the flood.
Not quite, but...
I mean, if you were going to pretend to be anyone, it'd be her. The warrior of darkness.
Hey? Oh, I didn't know. It's an honor.
Since the Eater is no longer a threat, our work here is done. Return to your posts.
I had hoped to fight at your side today. But I'll continue to follow your example, and may we meet again.
I apologize for the wasted journey. It seems I overestimated the threat. As for this warrior of light, I do not know who would be brazen enough to take that mantle for his own. Whatever it may once have meant, it is forever tainted by the association with the Flood. The Exarch told me the truth of Ardbert and his comrades' deeds, and I am aware they played some part in your own triumph. But to most, they are synonymous with the calamity that befell this world. Still, if this man is minded to destroy Sin Eaters, I may forgive him his unfortunate choice of alias. But that is neither here nor there. I thank you for accompanying me.
With that concluded, shall we return to the Crystarium? There is a proposal I should like to make.
Forgive me. There is one more thing. A personal concern of mine. I had hoped you might have a moment to speak privately.
Take your time. I shall go on ahead.
I will not mince words. This matter concerns the Exarch.
Had a feeling.
Though his countenance belies his age, his demeanor never has. He has seen more than any man should and grown ever more weary with time. But I see I give the wrong impression. While it is true he attempted to open a letter with a salmon fillet the other evening, we are not here because I suspect his mind is deteriorating. Nor do I believe him to be so maddeningly unconcerned by the prospect of his own death as he once was. Indeed, the opposite is true. It is for this reason that I seek your advice. Since he returned from the Tempest, the Exarch is not as he was. He seems a different man, a younger man. I know not the details of his research, but when I saw him at work recently, there was a glint in his eye that I had never seen before. He looked happy. It was as if he had peered into the future and for the first time found joy there.
Probably into the past, but...
Though it gladdens me to see him thus, I wonder if I should not keep my distance. I fear that my presence will only anchor him to the past, remind him of all the pain that came before.
What do you say? Anchors keep us where we have chosen to be. He's lost without you, you know? He misses you already. He's lost without you.
He... Are you sure? Then perhaps we might remain as we were. As we have always been. What a relief. In that case, I will have to speak with him about the amount of time he is spending at work. This research is important, I know, but if he refuses to consider his own health, I will have to consider it for him.
Yeah, I am going to have to stop there, I think. Just do a quick check on some things. It would be here if there is one. Okay, we are not far enough along for that yet. Nothing there. So in that case, then... it's just time to return to the inn. All righty then, YouTube. If you've made it to the end of this video, thank you very much for doing so. I do appreciate it. Like, comment, and subscribe. All of that fun stuff helps the channel grow. It gets us noticed by the algorithm. I am in those comments down below, so I will respond to you in kind. There are a number of links down below. First and foremost is a link to all of my fantastic streamer friends. You should definitely go and check them out, because if you don't like what we do here, they will be doing something that will likely tickle your fancy. But if you do want to support me, my link tree is down below as well. It takes you to all the places that I post content, as well as my throne list and my merch store. The Ko-fi is there as well. And as I said at the beginning, if you donate anything over £10, which can be less, but anything that is £10 or more, will get you a shot of a shot of hot sauce. And that will be stacked up for every individual donation of £10 or more that is done off stream. I will do one at the beginning once the recording has started. But, YouTube, until next time, you stay safe and as broken. Masquerade.